Hey, Hendy here, and welcome to another video. Another quick disclaimer before I get into anything else. I love Deltarune. I think it's an amazing game, and once everything else comes out, once the rest of the chapters are released, I think it can possibly even be better than Undertale. But this video I'm creating just to highlight some things that I didn't find so good with it. These things in no way hindered the experience for me, and I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, sorry for the lack of uploads in months, actually, think about it. I've been very busy with my own life, and a lot of things have been going on for me. But I'm hopefully going to be getting back into it now, fingers crossed, uploading more consistently, and getting more into editing myself. So yes, also thank you for 100 subscribers. 100 people subscribe to me is really a great thing to have, so I thank all of you. And without further ado, let's get into 8 things wrong with Deltarune.
Number 15.
No, I'm not doing that. One of the best parts about Undertale was its characters. The characters defined the game. They were what made it feel and gave you so many emotions and mainly made the game. In Deltarune, this is to an extent not the case. That's not saying that it's bad. However, their characters are, a lot of them, one-dimensional and seem like just another version of characters from Undertale. Take Susie for example. She's the basic hot-headed character who has a reforming moment. Now, this is one of the better made characters. You actually feel a change in this, and chapter 1 is widely specified and seen as her story because she goes through that change and you don't really go through that much as yourself. However, it feels like Undyne, personally, from Undertale.
Although, not gonna lie, I love the mechanic of Susie being the party, and it's like, oh, you can't control her, she's just gonna attack no matter what, so you gotta warn the enemies. I think that's a really good thing. Good job, Toby. Love that. Really fun. And I love this character, not gonna lie. Like, I know I've just said all that stuff, and it is a bit of a cliche, but I don't care that much. It's just an example, okay? Please don't stab me. I do like the character. And, well, I was going to say I like it more than Undyne, but I don't like it more than Undyne because Undyne's a character from Undertale, and all of the characters from Undertale were great. That's the one thing I've got in difference. Some of the characters in this game are still amazing. Not all of them, though.
Another character, Ralze. They are literally just there to say, oh yeah, we should all be friends. Don't kill anyone. And I get that it's the point that it's meant to be a rip-off Asriel, but it's like too much there, personally, and they need a bit more of a character, I think. Then there's Lancer. Lancer's character I loved. I loved Lancer, but the thing that I didn't love is it feels like he's trying to rip off Papyrus, and if anybody be ripping off Papyrus, then I'ma beat them. Because Papyrus, no, you don't mess with Papyrus. Papyrus is my baby. You do not mess with him. Ever. If you do, I will find you, and I will kill you. Okay. Then there's there's one character that I need to do a whole specific one of these on. However, with all of this in mind, these are characters in the Dark World. Other than Susie, who is the character with the most growth out of all of these and the most actual character, we see that this Dark World is a game. It's not real. And I think, personally, this might be the point Toby is trying to get across. These characters don't have proper feelings or character to themselves because They're a game. They've been created by our characters just trying to have some fun. Therefore, they are not as structured as some of the characters on the surface. Papyrus was one of the best characters in Undertale. Actually, no, he was the best. Papyrus is the best. Papyrus is life. Papyrus is love. Papyrus is everything great with this world. But no, he's not in Deltarune. Why is he not in Deltarune? We've got Sans. We've got Alphys. We've got Toriel. We've got Undyne. We've got Asgore. Where is Papyrus? Well, he's inside the house. You see, you get a message when you go to knock on the door next to Sans. Sans tells you, yep, it's their house, and it's the same house from Undertale. But you knock on the door, no response, but the distant trails of the bones. I cried. I legitimately cried. Why, Toby? I really hope Toby has something big planned for Papyrus. Because if he just left him out for no reason, then I will be slightly annoyed. Toby, this isn't the last you've heard of this. Another one of the greatest things in Undertale was its soundtrack. I will listen to that soundtrack on the daily. Like, Toby Fox as a music creator is amazing. Every single song on that soundtrack conveys something, and there's an emotion that will go along with each one of those songs. In Deltarune, I can only feel that for a certain amount of them, and some of them don't convey anything at all. Now, I understand that a lot of them are just simply music cues for an event that's happening. However, I don't think that this should compensate and make it so that you don't get the same amount of quality as we did in Undertale. However, I love the soundtrack still. It's updated. The songs that sound good sound better than some of them in Undertale, and I still get that connection on an emotional level with a certain amount of the songs. Toby, this isn't the last you've heard of this. The Chaos King is the final boss in Deltarune, but he really doesn't live up to that name. He is like everything that I've done so far, everything that I've pulled up has only been really nitpicky, and it really doesn't ruin the experience at all. I love them still, everything that I've already taken, but take those two things, take the music and the characters, and bundle them into one bad character with a bad song. Actually, wait, they're not bad, neither of them are bad, and I actually somewhat enjoy the character and the music on its own, but it just seems slightly lazy. For first thing, the music is basically a carbon copy of an earlier song in the OST. The song playing right now, called Chaos King, is an almost exact reference and exact replica of this song, Card Castle, which is of course the King's Castle. So it makes sense that they're that similar, but you know. And as for the character, the Chaos King is an almost exact replica of Asgore, but he's not done as well. In Undertale, you had no clue what was coming. The first thing you hear about Asgore is in the ruins from Toriel. When you're trying to leave, she says, "If you leave, my child, they, Asgore, will kill you." But then you get after Papyrus, and he says that he's a big fluffy pushover. Then Undyne says that he'll tear you apart, And then, again, Alphys says that he's a big fuzzy pushover. So you don't know what to expect, and you get to the fight and it's amazing. With the Chaos King, you don't get that. All you get on the whole journey is just, he will rip you to shreds. And when you get there, he doesn't stop fighting. He can't be mercy, he doesn't take mercy, he's only stopped one of two ways depending on how you've played the game. Now, this is not that enjoyable for me. The fight itself is fairly easy, with the fact that it will present you with a simpler version of an attack to get ready for it before it hits you with the normal attack. As a final boss, I think that he is slightly undermade. However, I still enjoy the character and enjoy how he doesn't change. There's always been a reforming moment with every character before. In Undertale, the pacifist route, the whole thing was you don't have to kill anyone. But you had to fight Asgore. That was the whole cool thing, because it cut that concept in two and was like, okay, you have to fight. But then at the end it's like, actually, now you have the option to spare him. Whereas with this, it's literally just, okay, we'll sit through your dialogue and then we'll beat you. We won't spare you specifically, we'll either send you to sleep or you'll get carried away and put in prison. Toby, this isn't the last you've heard of this. As you have probably guessed, the biggest problem with Deltarune is the fact that there's only one chapter currently, and the fact that there may never be another chapter. Toby Fox has worked so hard on this game. It's taken him years, and he works alone. He says he's going to try and put together a team to try and get this game finished, but he never wants to spend more than 7 years on a project, and it's already taken a few years. So we may never get any more Deltarune. However, this just one chapter has opened up so much and added so much to the community. And I really just want to thank Toby for making an amazing game again. I know I've complained about things, but at the end of the day, it's still my second favourite game of all time, second only to Undertale, which is, of course, by Toby. This game is amazing, and the fact that it's free is insane. A 2-hour-long demo, or first chapter, is insane. And if he ever manages to finish this, this game will be amazing. So I just want to thank everybody for watching this. If anybody wants to hear any theories that I've got about Deltarune, leave a comment down below. I might make a theory video, because I've got a lot of things that I might think might happen and I'm probably wrong because I'm dumb. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a long video, and hopefully it's been well edited, because it's one of my first times properly editing my own video. And I want to thank you guys so much, and hit that like button, subscribe down below if you're new, get all of my content, press the bell to get notified when it comes out, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching.